The invention, the necessity was a laundry list. There it is. I recognize those shirts in the video. You wear a lot of those, don't you? Fire drill, headline, D, something updates. Updates tomorrow, plan for PO. Tell I don't know what these things are. A weekly, something else, sideways, kiwis, sideways, right. Well, there's that laundry list. We've seen many others. Thank you for submitting that. The business department put that all together tonight. Copyright law. Thank you. I'm not kidding. Mike Giuliano. Now, Mike, I learned a long time ago that teachers get nicknames, and when I was a student, I thought it came from students, but I was wrong. It came from other teachers. Well, years ago, Randy, I'm not going to mention any names to you, but quit being nervous. He got the name first, Two Hat. Mike had so many jobs at Mohawk, well, two of them. What were they then, the Two Hat job?
I was athletic director and a coach at the same time.
Athletic director and a coach. And then he got the nickname Three Hat.
I was coaching two sports.
Another coach, and I think he got the name Four Hat. Did you?
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get promoted that far.
That's not what your wife said. Anyhow, it continues for Mike as he is retired. He continues wearing hats. You're going to have to come up here, Mike. Yeah, you'll have to come up here. Sorry. They're your hats. Mike the golfer. Yeah, Mike the golfer. Hat number one. Keep track. All right, then take that one off. Yeah. No, not one time. No. All right. Mike the family man and vacationer. You look like a tourist. Mike the lawnmower. You might not want to put that one on. It doesn't look too healthy. You just hold it. Yeah, he mows grass and mows grass and mows grass, fixes the lawnmower, hauls the lawnmower, everything else that goes along with it. That's what he does. I don't know what hat that is. Maybe we better not say. You still involved in athletics, Mike?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
There's an athletic hat.
Okay, thank you. But I don't take shots.
You don't. Someone said a little while ago that you're not as involved in athletics as you used to be. They can't even categorize you as an athletic supporter, but you're the next thing to one. This last hat came from your wife. I don't think I'm going to say anything. Mike, we'll let you speak for yourself.
This is better than any sitcom. You know, we have a lot of fun. We do every year. But Randy, I'm a little disappointed. It takes all these people, all this equipment to do what you and Dave used to do freehand. You're ahead of your time. I was sitting there thinking about what I might say, and I remember Jim using his wealth of historical knowledge last year. I couldn't help but think of Scientific Club. Teaching 8th grade for so many years, we taught a lot of Newtonian science. And when Sir Isaac Newton was able to prove that the planets did indeed revolve around the sun, they asked him, well, how are you able to do that? He said, because I'd been into math to do it, which is today our calculus. And with the encouragement of his few friends that he had, he wrote a book about that. And when it was published, he was honored by being inducted into the Royal Society of Scientists in London, in England. And when they asked him to say a few words, his comment was brief, and I hope I do justice to it. But he said, if I've been able to see farther than others, it's because I have had the pleasure to stand on the shoulders of giants. And that's what's happened to me. I've been blessed. I have stood on a lot of shoulders of giants. I was just calculating there, I'm a homegrown boy here. I spent 18 years as a student and 35 and a half years. That's 53 years of my life in Mohawk schools. And there were a lot of giants in my life. And some of you are here today. Some of you were my teachers. Some of you have been my teaching peers. And you've all had a profound influence on me. The biggest giants in my life were my family. I wouldn't be here today if it hadn't been for my mother and my father. My dad's gone, but he was a workaholic. He provided our family with a living, a lifestyle, and both he and my grandfather provided me with a good heart, work ethic. My mother was always there to support me and encourage me and push me onward and upward. And my wife, she's always been in my corner for me. Even those years when I was going from football practice to basketball practice to track practice to coaching Little League baseball, she never complained at all the time I was putting in those sports. So I've been really blessed by a lot of giants. A lot of the older teachers poured their life into me as a young man. And I never thought I'd be teaching school someday or standing here. I mean, where does the time go? It just vaporized. And I've had the pleasure of so many of you, both younger and older, that have been they're so professional. I mean, I cringe so much when I hear the bad rap that public education gets at times. It's not you. It's not you, the teacher. It's not you, it's all that red tape and government bureaucracy that you've got to play with every day, that you've got to ingest and then try to live with that. If we could just get back to teaching kids how to think, because that's what my teachers did to me. They made me think. Sometimes, God forbid we make somebody think. But just so many of you mean so much to me. As I became a teacher, I feel like I took parts of my teachers to the classroom. As I became a coach, I still feel this day that when I'm coaching, there's a little bit of Guy DeMeo and Ron Lake and obviously John Sampson in me and what I'm doing, because they made such a profound influence on my life, as well as some teachers like Mr. Simone sitting back there and others. I just can't name them all. And Mr. Retort is always special in my heart. He followed me. He followed me from elementary school. He was my 5th grade teacher. And he was a guidance counselor when I was in 7th grade. Then he was an administrator by the time I was in college. And then he became my boss. So I've always viewed him as a surrogate dad. I can't thank you, Ed, for how kind you were to my father when he was terminally ill. It meant a lot to us as a family, and I appreciate that. I just want to thank all of you that made my career very special. I know I've used some endearing terms, Jim, for some of the students. I don't really see myself being articulate, but I guess Jim has some quotable quotes. But I thank the big people, but you know, none of us would be here if it wasn't for the little people. And we know who that is, who they are, the students. And I don't think I enjoyed any of my years any greater than I did the last couple. For some reason, some of the students and I just really developed a bond, and it was really tough. Walt and I and Angela, we talked about that at breakfast today. It's hard to leave some of those kids. They're just so needy nowadays. They are. They're just waiting to be loved and cared for. Remember, that means being tough on them at times too, in a good way. I want to thank you all. Thank those that prepared us tonight. It was just another pleasant evening with friends and fellow workers. Thank you very much.